Happy Sunday. We need a zone of safety here in the United States. It does not automatically exist. Right now, millions of Americans are angry that American citizens' lives are being lost in wars inside other countries. How can there be a future for the United States if our newest, brightest, most courageous people are lost fighting wars in other countries? This is a serious matter that we all must help to solve. We must establish a zone of safety in this country again, or help reestablish a zone of safety. 2 years ago, on the 227th consecutive day of Israel's genocidal military campaign against Palestinians in Gaza, the prosecutor of the International Criminal Court, the ICC, announced that he filed applications for the arrest warrants of Israel's top man, Benjamin Netanyahu. This figurehead of the country of Israel is a total slack beast, an embarrassment to the human race. But that's the creature of evil that is messing up the entire world. Netanyahu was announced as wanted by the massively successful organization, the International Criminal Court, and the ICC focuses on 4 matters only: genocide, war crimes, crimes against humanity, and crimes of aggression. The ICC wouldn't be involved at all if Benjamin Netanyahu hadn't chosen his own destructive path to take in the course of his life. Netanyahu made the choices that got him where he is today. There is no marketing campaign or public relations master who can change what already took place. The question is, why doesn't the International Criminal Court win the day? The answer is that the ICC is not right in Israel. The people who are in Israel and are close to Netanyahu are so shriveled into themselves that they are worthless as heroes. The people who are exterior to his treachery and disastrous ways would rather just have him go away from them. This individual draws his power from people who put their attention on him. By doing so and attempting to solve his problem, or hearing him out, or listening to him complain about one situation or another, they enable this man to continue on his very dangerous track. We need to establish a safe zone in the United States of America. We are the only people holding the torch for democracy in a system that is genius in its design, outstanding in its approach, that enables all of us to participate if we make the time to do so.
Fight back!
We have to make our democracy important once again.
Jack, what do we do?
We don't get a second chance. Look, I know a lot of us living in this country feel like any strong-willed government activity puts us all at risk, and I think I know why that is. In the past 250 years, there have been police forces used, there have been uses of the medical community, in particular psychiatry, where they deem someone crazy and remove them from participating in the country's affairs, and also attorneys who are swayed by money and betray the very oath that gives them their power. Those very sore scenarios in the past have jeopardized the United States of America. That is the real focus area that we should all collectively have, not another person's country and another situation that we aren't going to solve. For all of those troubles that the Middle East is facing and other countries that Donald Trump has been talking very forcefully about to the American public, for all those other countries, The International Criminal Court exists to solve those matters. We should give the ICC the space that it deserves to operate, and we should be vigilant to ensure that the ICC never takes away any of the property of this country or puts any of our citizens at risk in any way. But that is a job and an activity that anybody has to do just to stay alive in any country in this world. What I'm trying to say is that the ICC does a pretty good job at investigating matters and getting the real truth unmasked. And we should just let them do it. Let them have their way with their work and not get into meddling with other people's business. Isn't there sort of a natural impulse inside of all of us to ignore Netanyahu? I think that is the answer. If every one of us, including the President of the United States of America, chose to simply ignore Netanyahu, we might get somewhere. If all of us refuse to participate in any of these atrocities that are happening abroad, that are so idiotic in nature that they are confounding all of us as we scroll through these atrocities. I've been told this has been happening since the dawn of time, and it's terrible to witness it. But in this country, we have in the past established a safe zone to operate in. And I wanted to put this message together on this beautiful Sunday afternoon to ask you to please support the American way. Please do not get involved in affairs that have nothing to do with our country. And if you find that somebody is saying that they are intrinsic to the nature of the country, they are lying. And you could actually trace back the whole story right there, and you'd probably unmask a whole area of treachery and deceit. That's what I'm getting at. In May of last year, millions of Americans marched in the hands-off civil rights demonstrations. Every state saw well over 1 million people participating in these. There has never been that level of solidarity before. Later, too many people to be counted marched for the No Kings rally. These civil rights movements are the true passion of the American people. Let's get our zone of safety felt all across our country. If your social media scroll is filled with terrifying news, please help forward this message, please like it, and please share.